welcome you all for the online revision class of economics. Today I will be explaining you again the topic 1950 to 1990 Indian economy. In that I will be trying to explain you in short the capitalist economy, socialist economy and mixed economy. As we already learned student, economic system is classified into three: capitalist economy, socialist economy and mixed economy. When we talk about capitalist economy student, it is that economy in an organization of economic activities will provide people with means to work and earn a living. That is known as economy. When we study the economic problems area wise, it is known as economy. Okay, so it is or in different words it can say it is an organization of economic activities which provides people with the means to work and earn a living. That is known as capitalist and that is known as economy. Now comes the word capitalist economy. Capitalist economy is a political economy student. Why it is political economy? Because here the politics was played by the producer sector, who was the only um, kingpin of the market, because their time only few producers were there. Whatever they were producing, people had to fulfill their demands from that particular supply of the product. Because of that economy was known as capitalist economy. Here the price mechanism was a main ingredient of the people, because producers were free to make were free and autonomy to having autonomy to make any prices of the product. So capitalism is a political economic system based on private property and private profit. In this system, prices are determined by the market forces of demand and supply. This type of system is also called laissez-faire or free market economy. It exists in North America, Japan, Australia, Western Europe, etc. The main features of capitalist economy, when we talk, it is there are few: private ownership of property. As I already said, in capital all the factors of production are owned and managed by the private sector. Freedom of enterprises, where the yes, in capitalist economy individuals are free to choose any job they like. They can start any business, they can do anything, whatever, from their savings and investment, whatever they can do. Profit motive of production, definitely the main motive of production of the goods was to earn more and more profit, and for that they were doing any type of tactics and risk they were able to bear. Free price mechanism guides production decisions. In this, definitely in the price mechanism was the base for this economy. It was a process where price is determined by market forces of demand and supply. So price mechanism was the base for capitalist economy. Individuals are left alone and allowed to maximize their own private well-being. In this way, society's well-being increases. Next is existence of competition. When we talk about capitalist economy, this was the mere importance of this, that there was tough competition between the few producers only, because they want to compete with each other and they want to be in the top range. Because of that, existence of competition was there. It prevails in capitalist economy only. In price mechanism, coordinate all activities of producers and consumers in an efficient and optimal manner. Consumers are the supreme. It is it is also a nature of the capitalist economy, that in this economy consumers were the supreme, for whom their production was done. They were free to consume anything whatever they liked. They were having choice. But I will be telling about this again, that consumer were supreme. It is sold, but consumer income was not so good that they can have a choice. So they were totally dependent on what producer were producing at a low cost. Very unequal distribution of income, definitely in capitalist economy. Rich were becoming richer and poor were becoming more poor. So there were unequal distribution of income. Legal will become owner of the property, and after the death of the property will be inherited by the deceased person. So that was the capitalist economy. Now merits of capitalist economy, where we learn it encourages economic activities in maximum efficiency. It is dynamic work. It is dynamic working. Rapid economic growth. There is fast growth in output growth and economic development, as there was tough competition between the competitors or the producers of the economy. Demerits of capitalist economy, when we talk, it is unequal distribution of income and wealth. Business instability was there. Consumer exploitation was there. Misallocation of productive resources, as they were producers were the kingpin of the market. So whatever technology they were using for making profit maximization, that was applicable, and they were free to make any pricing of the product. So this was the thing about the capitalist economy. Now comes socialist economy. When we talk about socialist economy student, its meaning and features are this: a socialist economy is a planned or Economy based on public ownership of property and social motive. There are prices are determined by central planning authorities such as socialist countries are Hungary, Yugoslavia, Bulgaria, etc. The features of socialist economy are the public ownership of property or factors of production. There was no freedom of enterprising because they have to. The government were in the kingpin. They were having the complete control over the resources. Whatever resources were lacking, government were only allowing that in that resources production only to the producers. So that was the thing. Social welfare motive. The main motive of the socialist economy is capital, social welfare of the people, one social welfare of one and all. Planning mechanism guides production. Definitely in socialist economy, price mechanism was ignored. Planning mechanism came. This planning mechanism makes an equal distribution of production producer goods to in all the sectors. They were made to for the central problem solution of all the sectors of the economy. No competition was there because main motive of it was social welfare. So yes, profit motive was lacking, and because of that, competition was very less, or it was no absence of consumers. So virginity was there. Consumers in social economy are not independent to decide what to consume because whatever they it will be decided by the state government. Restriction on freedom of occupation. They cannot start any type of occupation. They have to take prior permission from the government what type of production or what type of occupation they want to do. So that was the work in social economic work opportunity are provided to every citizen of the country by seeing this. Inequalities of income greatly reduce. In a social economy, work is ensured to everybody. Earning differ according to nature of work and ability of the worker. Sincere efforts are made to reduce income inequalities. Also, economic inequalities get reduced as there is no right to private property. Complete role of the government in social economy. The role of the complete control and ownership was of the government only. So that was the short merits of capitalist. Merits of social economy are that equal distribution of income was there, optimum utilization of resources was done, then satisfaction of consumer need. Demerits of socialist economy when we talk inaccurate calculation of cost, bureaucratic setup, concentration of power in government hands was there. That was the demerits. And when talk about mixed economy, it is that economy in which some of the important thing and good things taken from socialist and some from the capitalist economy. So that's why the name was given as mixed economy. It was appealed to Jawaharlal Nehru the most important that so in this economy there must be such economy which must be beneficial for both producer and the society. So that economy was known as mixed economy. Meaning and features: all economies are mixed economy with elements of both capitalist and social economies. India is considered as a mixed economy, where the main features of mixed economy when we talk ownership of properties both by private and public sector. There is freedom of enterprise in the private sector but no freedom in public sector. Private sector is producer with profit motive and public sector with welfare motive. In the private sector, price mechanism solves the basic problem, whereas in public sector, the government guides the production decisions. Competition exists but is limited to the private sector. Its supervision exists with the consumers. Freedom of occupation exists. So these were the features of uh, mixed economy. When we talk about merits of mixed economy, it gave proper scope for full play of private initiative and profit motive. Freedom of enterprise and price mechanism are allowed to influence the allocation of resources and efficiency in production. Social interest and welfare motive replaces self-interest and private profit in the public sector. Planned economic development ensures stability and balanced development. Demerits of mixed economy: fear of nationalization, inefficient corruption, concentration of economic power. So this was the demerit, students, as you can come to know. So this was about the particular economy and its problem. So prepare with all the MCQ type questions related to this chapter and the last chapter till the portion is there, and also from the 2 chapters of macroeconomics. As I already said, there will be 2 chapters now. 4 chapters will not be there. Only money and the commercial bank and its functions will be there. Central bank and its functions chapter will be there. So prepare each and everything from inside the chapter and back side of the chapter. Thank you for today's class. Have a nice day.